Hello there, my name is Lore. I'm an artist and animator, and today I'm doing a character sheet. A character sheet is basically a reference guide for your character so that you can draw it consistently, or so that you can, in this case, such as in this case, make puppet a puppet for that character that is consistent when it turns. It's do so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw the character in different views so that I can later rig that character in ToonBoom Harmony. I'm doing this because I wanted to practice doing rigs, and it's for that I need a character and I need a design for that character that is a good design for a rig. So for this rig, I decided to use the character Vesper, who is an original character of mine. And Vesper is from a dating simulation game that I made a while ago. It's called Falling Deep, and it's available for free. I'm gonna leave it in the description below. If you want to play, you can check it out. There are 3 characters in that game. Vesper is one of them, as I said, and another one of those characters is Daria. Originally, I was going to rig Daria, but she has sharper edges to her design that I wasn't able to transfer to a more riggable and more animated style. So I decided to start again and do Vesper because I thought it would be a little bit easier to do them instead of her. Since Vesper is more sort of bubbly in their design, it's more common for characters to be very round. So I decided to do that instead. This is just for practice. I needed to still challenge myself, and I am, but as I needed to also be able to actually do it. So I decided to do Vesper instead, and then maybe I'll try Daria again based on the design for Vesper. For this particular rig that I'm going to do, I'm only going to do them in front view, 3/4 front view, and side view, because again, this is just for practice, so I don't need necessarily to make the character turn around completely. And for the other side, I can just flip the character. And flipping the character always works when the character is actually symmetrical, and Vesper has some bits in their hair that isn't symmetrical, but that's okay. I'll just fix it when I'm animating. So I decided to not waste time drawing the side view because it would be mostly the same. This video was recorded in a Twitch stream. I'll link my Twitch in the description. When in there you can watch me draw, and I will also be streaming the rigging process for the character, so you can watch that as well. I also do some animations, and I like to show the process. No gatekeeping here. So basically, for this drawing, I first did the sketch, and I like to use blue for sketching. I don't know why, but It's the color that I've grown accustomed to using when sketching. And I tried to make the sketch really clean so that I could already see the parts and how they would look and how they would work when sketching. So the sketch is as clean as I could get it to be, as still being a sketch. After sketching, I started the inking process, which I will start later in the video. I'm still not there yet. Which is not that difficult. I mean, it's just going over the sketch and cleaning the lines and just making them smooth and cleaner than the sketches. I know the sketch is pretty clean, but I needed the lines to be cleaner. Also, when I line, I like to fix some mistakes in the sketch because sometimes I draw and after I look at it, after a while, I end up finding some things that I don't really like. So I changed them a little bit. For example, in here, I decided that Vesper's body in the front view was too thin. So I wanted to chubby it up a little bit more. So I increased their chest and their tail. I made it a little more thick than it was. I also changed their belly button to a different shape. And that's most of the mistakes I fixed in the front view. I think I remember fixing a little bit of the side view, yeah. If in the face, probably. I don't remember. We'll see when we get there. And that's what I did for the line, mostly. Then after lining, I went to coloring. And first I like to do all the flat colors. And in this case, I just picked the colors from the original design that I made for Vesper. But I decided to change the color of the top because I wanted it to be more harmonious and I wanted it to blend more with the rest of their body. So after I finished doing the flat colors, I started shading a little bit. So I usually start with the skin. So I added a little bit of shadows in the skin, and then I had some trouble with the hair. I didn't know what to do with the hair, on how to shade it, but I knew it needed something. So what I did is I just took an airbrush and I just darkened the tips of the hair, the ends of the hair. And I really like that effect. It's very simple. It doesn't change that much, but it works as a simple and easy solution for shading the hair and giving it a little bit more depth. Then I added the details in the tail and some light on the hair. Oh yeah, in the side view I added that little hair strand in there that appears in the side view. Yeah, in the 3/4 view I added that little hair strand that appears in the side view. I don't really have a script for this video. I'm just winging it, but I wanted to do a mermaid for the rigging. I have some ideas for rigging practice, and I have a few characters that I want to do, but I really wanted to make a mermaid, and I decided to start with a mermaid because I thought it would be different from a more conventional rig of just a person with all of their limbs, all of the 4 limbs, head and hair normally. And I wanted to try something that wasn't that. So I decided to go for mermaid. I've always liked mermaids. I kind of have an obsession with them. So that's why I made the dating simulator, and that's why I'm making them now. It's there's just something that really fascinates me about living in the ocean and being able to stay underwater for long periods of time and interacting with the animals the under the sea. It's and I feel like it's almost like flying. When I really like to swim because it feels like I'm flying, but underwater it's fun. I don't know. Um, so yeah, I decided to make a mermaid. Um, you can see more mermaids on my Instagram, which I will also link below in the description. And oh, uh, I forgot to mention, there might be a few design changes when I'm actually rigging the character. Because, for example, on the tail, when the tail connects to the body, I'm still not sure if it's going to be a gradient type of transition or if I'm going to make it sharp and just right there, on the nose. Because I have to see how the ToonBoom software is going to act with that. But yeah, this is the end of the rig, and here is the final product of Vesper and their turnaround. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time when I'm rigging the character. Bye bye.